Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I'm going to tell to you why every single Dungeons & Dragons 5e Dungeon Master has to pay incredibly close attention to what is happening with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry, okay? So, basically, as Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Dungeon Masters, we are tasked with understanding royalty, okay? Now, royalty, if you paid attention, always has a lot of drama. We are not only tasked with understanding royalty from a medieval perspective, but we're also tasked with making our stories compelling for modern witnesses, for modern players. Okay. Now, modern players are going to have a hard time relating to stories that deal with medieval royalty, right? Generally, in my opinion, right? They're going to have a much easier time being compelled, right? Feeling something real for your story if your story reflects things that are happening now, right? So, one, what's happening with Meghan Markle and with Prince Harry. Oh, by the way, going for here, I'm going to say Princess Meghan and Prince Harry. The reason I'm going to say this is I am fully aware that the British government currently is not extending the title of Prince or Princess to Meghan Markle or Prince Harry. I am a fan. I was a huge fan of Princess Diana. Prince Harry is Princess Diana's direct son. Okay? I think that Princess Diana was one of the greatest British royalties. I think she is the greatest British royal that has ever lived. End of sentence. Period. Okay? The idea that anyone would not recognize Prince Harry as Prince, to me, is not fair. Okay? So I will refer to Prince Harry and give him the title that to my knowledge, the British nation state is denying Prince Harry. I also will extend Princess Meghan's title, Princess, to her, because I don't think there's any legitimate reason that she should not be given that title. Okay, so I'm going to refer to Meghan Markle as Princess Meghan. I'm going to refer to Harry as Prince Harry. Okay, all right. So if you're a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Dungeon Master, you should pay hecka close attention to this, okay? Because what is happening is absolutely shocking, and it is a compelling narrative that happens to be happening in our time, right? So if you want to understand royals as a Dungeon Master, you should pay attention. If you want to tell a compelling story, you should pay attention, right? Because in my opinion, Princess Meghan is a true hero. She was faced, by her own words, with a situation that made her contemplate an incredibly dark act against herself, right? I do think that when that thing, I know some people support all choices for all people, but I'm incredibly happy that Meghan Markle did not make this choice that she said was quite dark, and I think would have been quite dark, against herself. Okay, so I'm so happy that she's physically safe, right, and that she didn't harm herself at any point, right? And so I feel she's a hero because she overcame circumstances that put her in that position. And what she's saying is that when she went to the firm, which is this organization that interacts for the British royals, that when she requested help to deal with this dark decision she was determining, she didn't get that help. She overcame that circumstance, and I think that makes her a hero, right? Again, as a dungeon master, you should understand modern heroes, right? Also Prince Harry, right? He's in a nation that is not extending him his title, and then Prince Harry and Princess Meghan are saying that the British royals would not extend security to their son, right? So if that's the case, here you see a prince who who has to self-exile, has to exile himself because he can't be safe in the nation that he's in. Okay? Incredibly compelling narrative. Right now, this isn't a story. This is a story. Stories can be true, right? Like, this is a story that's unfolding right before our eyes, right? And it's incredible. It is absolutely incredible, right? And the stakes could not be higher, right? So here's the thing, all right? Now, this is the part that's only for Americans. Nobody else really needs to care about this, but this is American specific. So what is actually happening right now with Princess Meghan and Prince Harry, right? Their son, I'm not sure where he was born. I think he was born in London, right? But their daughter is about to be born on American soil. If their daughter, right, and that gender reveal has already been done by Princess Meghan, if their daughter is born on American soil, you could be looking at the first American queen, right? So I, Scott Garibay, am already accepting Meghan Markle as an American princess. She's a British princess, unrecognized by her own nation, fled to America for safety, right? America, we all get to choose, right? I'm choosing Meghan Markle as the first American princess. If her daughter, who would be born on American soil, is born, Americans can choose to make her an American queen. Now, that can be literal. We could literally choose as a nation to give her a crown and recognize her as an American queen, or we can do it figuratively, right? We can just treat, and I think this is already starting to happen, I think America is already treating Meghan Markle as a princess and Prince Harry as a prince, right? So there's nothing that would stop us from figuratively giving the title, never even saying it, but treating Meghan Markle's daughter and Prince Harry's daughter as the first American queen, okay? Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Even if no one extends the title of American queen to Prince Harry and Princess Meghan's daughter, if she's born on American soil, if she's born on American soil, even if she doesn't get the title of American queen, she can still be an American dynasty. Because if she's born on American soil, she can run for president when she's 35. And there you go. If you ever thought there was going to be an American dynasty in politics, I guarantee you that Princess Diana's granddaughter, oh yeah, she will be an American dynasty. You can bet on that. No two ways about it. Okay? So if you're a dungeon master and you want to see a compelling story in real time, where a hero overcomes an incredibly dark obstacle and protects themselves, watch this story. If you want to see what modern royalty deals with so that you can make your dungeon master, your Dungeons and Dragons royalty match an actual realistic source, you need to pay attention to this, right? Now, as you go forward, you must be incredibly careful, right? We need to respect Princess Meghan and Princess Harry have their own unique lives. They are public figures. So when you do this, you need to make sure that it honors them both. If you use any elements of their story, and of course, you should never ever use their names. That wouldn't be appropriate. But I absolutely think if you're looking for what a modern hero looks like, Princess Meghan. If you're looking what modern royalties actually deal with and how the reality can be a lot different than what most people think, look at this story. Every single Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition Dungeon Master should be paying very close attention to what's happening with Princess Meghan and with Princess Harry. And there's a real opportunity to make our games deal with some really highly philosophical, highly valuable questions and narrative elements by exploring something that's very real and has very high stakes for Americans. I totally understand that England, that the UK, England overall doesn't really care for, to have Prince Harry and Princess Meghan as royals. Looks like, they're not going to extend those. They're going to extend those titles to them, right? America's ready to. We're ready. Princess Meghan, first American princess. Can't wait to see their daughter, the first American queen. That's my opinion. What do you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please be respectful of Princess Meghan. She has really been very brave by sharing her experience. And I think when somebody shares something that raw and that depth close to their humanity, we need to extend some grace and make sure that we don't step on their experience. So please be respectful of that in the comments below. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Thank you very much. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.